Good morning. My name is Jake Schaefer. I am going to be doing a video about delivering value at the core marketing. And also, I would like to take a moment to apologize for my roosters in the background if you do hear them. I chose to sit outside. It's a beautiful day. Hello, everyone. In this video, I want to talk to you about why delivering value is truly a core of marketing. To me, delivering value is much bigger than simply making a sale in the moment. It is about what happens after the purchase. A company can advertise well, offer promotions, and get a customer to buy. Excuse me. But if the customer leaves unhappy, regrets the purchase, or feels like the product was not worth the money, then somewhere in that process, the value has failed. From a customer perspective, value means a company makes life easier, provides quality that matches the price, and delivers consistent experience that feels worth it. Customers should leave feeling satisfied with what they bought, not second guessing it before they even get home or even to the exit door. That is why I believe what happens after the purchase is what really sells. If the customer feels good about the experience afterward, they are more likely to come back, trust the brand, and even recommend it to somebody else. I'd like to pause just for a moment real quick. If a customer leaves the store happy, right, and they have bought an item and they're very satisfied with it, they're more likely to go home and talk about it and expand that word of mouth to the family that is inside the household or friends or even neighbors. And so word of mouth is huge. Your customer base is your number one marketing tool. And if you can learn your customer base, you will succeed beyond. Back on target. For example, I am using Dunkin. Dunkin creates value in several ways. Before the sale even happens, the brand is built around convenience, speed, affordability, and familiarity. The Dunkin' app allows customers to order ahead, skip the line, and earn rewards, and get in and out quickly when they are in a rush. For busy commuters or anyone grabbing breakfast or coffee on the go, that is convenience creates value. Dunkin' also offers rewards, promotions, and meals deals that makes customers feel like they are getting a good return for their money. In other words, Dunkin' is not just selling coffee and food, it sells convenience, routine, experience that fits into your everyday life. However, value is not just created before the sale. It is proven after the sale. In my opinion, the first sip of coffee can make or break the whole purchase. I have left the Dunkin' line before and taken the first sip of my coffee and immediately dumped it right out the car window. It happens. But what happens, as long as they're 95% of the time that they're consistent, the customer is going to be happy and instantly regretted buying it because it was burnt or it was just not made right. And again, we're going to come back to that convenience part, right? If I am in a rush, I don't have time to go back in that store. I'm relying on them to make it right. The frustrating part is that this usually happens when I'm ready, in a rush, do not have time to turn around and fix it, like I said. At that point, the money feels wasted. The convenience is gone. The value of the whole experience drops very fastly and negative thoughts start to enter your head. That is why consistency matters so much. I value Dunkin' as a whole. I do not expect every single visit to be perfect, but I do expect a certain standard. A company can market convenience, value all day long, but the actual product or service does not meet expectations, customers notice it immediately. That is where buyer's remorse comes in, and that is where value can break down. This is why a marketing plan must stay dynamic. Companies like Dunkin' need to consistently gather and use information to protect the value they promise. Internally, Dunkin' can use app data, after reward redemptions, sales and trends, and also customer complaints to see where value is being delivered and where it is being lost. Externally, they can use customer reviews, surveys, and social media feedback to understand what customers actually expect. This is huge. Customer interaction. This is where marketing information systems and market research become important because both companies adjust and improve and stay connected to the customer's needs. At the end of the day, delivering value is the core of marketing because it is what keeps the customer coming back. It is not just about getting someone to buy once. It is about how can we get them to buy multiple times and keep returning after each purchase. It is about making sure the customer feels like the purchase was worth it after it happens, right? We do not want to lose that disconnect in the value, right? After the purchase happens, we want to make sure they leave happy. Dunkin creates value through convenience, speed, affordability, and routine. But real value only exists when the actual experience meets the standards in the brand promise. To me, that is the biggest takeaway from this assignment. What happens after the purchase is what really sells. If the customer leaves unhappy, that means they're more likely not to come back.